In a strange turn of events, it looks like we have some Democratic support for the crypto bill, and I am absolutely over the moon to see both sides put aside their petty differences and do something positive for the people that are paying their salaries, the taxpayers, the crypto people. So we're excited about that. We've got some Ripple news. It's also a different type of Freaky Friday because it is Friday the 13th. Which I absolutely love it. Maybe I think I told you all the ghost story the other day. But anyways, we also have some really great news for Ripple. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto, every day. I'm Wendy O, and I'm happy. It's a pretty good day. I'm not as tired as I was. And Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I got a little mini date with my two babes, my two best babes today. I got my daughter, Lo, and then I got my nephew, Mr. Co. And I was going to show you guys hey, Lo. Hey, can I have the egg? What? Can I have the egg? What? The egg that Co made you. I'm going to show you guys the egg that he made my daughter. Super cute stuff. But let's give a shout out to our channel members. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mr. Lawrence. Hold on one sec. Thank you. You can have it right back. To Mr. Dale. Hey, why is this doing this? To Mr. Dale, and who else? Mr. R, Matt, Sparkwater, John Legend, and everybody else. Happy Valentine's Day, all kinds of. So this is the egg that he made for her. It's a little dinosaur egg, and it had slime. Oh, the slime is here. So he put slime in there for her, and it was super cute. It was from her performance, but I guess they finally just gave it to us. But anyways, that's from little Mr. Co. So we're going to go hang out today and do all the stuff. But let's get into the news because there's like a lot of stuff to talk about. Right? So first and foremost, let's talk about the bipartisan support. This is important. So key Senate Democrat wants U.S. crypto bill to move, and SEC chief reveals danger of defeat. So basically what they're talking about here, this headline, and I'll get into the details, is that a Senate Democrat wants U.S. crypto bill to move forward, and the SEC, Paul Atkins, he's like, hey, we need to get this done because if it doesn't get done, then it might not get done in the future. So we want to get it done. And the key thing here is that we have a Senate Democrat that also wants to get the crypto bill done because remember, the Democrats were opposing because they were siding with the banks because they think it's going to destroy the U.S. dollar, which in reality, the U.S. dollar is already destroyed. It's going to continue to decline. It's going to continue just to have problems. And we're already going to be moving everything over from cash to CBDC. That's exactly what's going to happen. But we just want to make sure we get that yield on stablecoin, that yield on CBDC, right? So that's kind of what the bill is about. But this is really important, and I'm actually really happy to see that there's bipartisan support here from both sides. Now, Democratic Senator Mark Warner, not Warsh, Warner, recently signaled his support for advocating the Clarity Act. Yes. Thank you, Senator. Thank you. I appreciate you. And so you guys, this is the thing. You don't have to always agree with everybody. But it's important to point out the people that do good stuff because we're humans. Not everybody's perfect. So you don't have to say one party is better than the other party. You might align with the party on more specific things. But at the same time, it's important to highlight when people do good stuff. So yay, we like this. Now back. Atkins says crypto policy rules required legislation to be permanent. He highlighted the need for firm grounding law to prevent future backsliding. Warner stresses the importance of safe implementation, particularly regarding DeFi and illicit finance, and the bill is currently strict on stablecoin rewards and DeFi. Warner wants to avoid creating a loophole for bad actors in crypto. I can understand that, Mr. Warner, Mr. Senator, but at the same time, sweetheart, let me say this. Let me hold your hand and say this gently. This is why I don't work in politics, because I don't have patience for it. Crypto and Bitcoin, you can track it all on the public blockchain. All right. So if there's a bad actor that does something, guess what? You're going to find them. It's going to be super easy. And with the rise of AI, you're going to find them. It's not going to be hard. It's not a hard thing to do. So I understand that you're a little concerned about the bad actors and whatnot, but guess what? You don't have to worry because with crypto, you're going to be able to see who's doing bad things. You're going to catch them. With traditional finance, there's a lot of masking behind it. So this is a good thing. This is a positive thing. We want this. And as far as DeFi goes, yeah, there's risks. But you know what? We don't always need to be protected. Just as long as there's proper disclosures with DeFi, we're good. We are good. So that's that. Moving forward, this comes from Mr. Paul Atkins. Let's go ahead and hear let's hear his talky talk because he's got some good stuff to say.
We do need, I believe, a good law coming out of Congress and to be enacted that would undergird our efforts. The SEC has pretty broad authority to interpret and to have exemptions under the various securities laws. And so that, I think, has been the missing link here, frankly, over the last years, where the SEC has not made really any attempt to accommodate this technology. And so that's created such a gap between the possible and what people were actually able to achieve, because the SEC was just I compare it first to the ostrich with a head in the sand, and then secondly the regulation through enforcement views, saying you can interpret the securities laws as well as we can, but then going after people with the enforcement division. I think that's not the way for a regulator to operate. A regulator should perceive what the questions are in the industry and then address those. And we have many tools to do it. Notice and comment rulemaking, roundtables, all sorts of things like that is the way a competent regulator should be working.
I absolutely love this. Like, can you guys imagine still having Gary Gensler? Can you imagine? Like, even though Atkins, he's a bit older, and I'm an advocate for younger public servants, but he understands how the technology works. He's saying we don't want to just go after people. We want to have clear definitions so that not only that attorneys can understand what's happening, but so they can regurgitate that information to their clients. So everybody just there's mea culpa. There's compromise. There's you coming together, and you're saying, hey, this is good. That's exactly what we need. This is wonderful leadership. And he said in the past, everything was just so broad and big. Even though securities laws, it's easy to those are pretty black and white. But when it comes to crypto is a brand new technology. Bitcoin's a brand new technology. It's there to disrupt traditional finance, and it's there to improve things. And you cannot successfully enter into an existing system if there's not clear guidelines, especially if we're talking about brand new technology. And that's why Ripple got popped, because they had this really great technology and they wanted to do different things in TradFi, but they're like, no. You can't do that. Same with Coinbase, same with Kraken. They're like, no, you can't do these things. And they should be able to do these things. They should be able to enter. They should be able to disrupt. It's America. It's supposed to be a free market. Just as long as you're not inherently harming people, which none of the majority of the crypto companies outside of Sam Bankman-Fried, which we're going to talk about because he's a ghetto mess. He's an absolute ghetto mess. But that was the issue. So this is so refreshing to hear. So refreshing to hear. What? The which one? You can have it back. Are you going to play with the slime? Okay, just make sure you do it at the table. Not on the couch, because there's lots of slime on that brand new couch. Yeah, I love you too. There's a lot of slime on the couch. A lot. And it was a newer couch. So she has to play at the table. And this one is really sticky slime too. But it's good. She's going to stay very active today. And after I'm done with this, we're going to make pancakes. Because we decided that we're going to go out to get pancakes, but I says, you know what, we can either do pancakes or shakes and burgers with your cousin. So she said, let's do shakes and burgers. So we're only going to do one going out today. And then we're going to do beans. We're going to prepare the beans for next week. So I'm going to have her sort them today. And then we got to soak them overnight and do all the things. But anyways, back to the news. Okay, back to the news. So this is good. This is positive. This would have never happened under the previous administration. Another great clip over here. This comes from Senator from the U.S. Banking Senate Banking Committee over here. And again, this is another great clip talking about crypto and why they want to keep it in the U.S. because it should stay in the U.S. Oh, also to you guys, I am going to be at Bitcoin 2026. So if you're going to be there, you get 10% off. We've got a code down below. So make sure to hang out if you want to.
For years under the Biden administration, regulation of digital asset markets took the form of regulation by enforcement. Instead of
regulation by enforcement,
clear rules, businesses, builders, and investors were left with confusion, subpoenas, and lawsuits. And instead of innovation growing here at home, much of it was pushed overseas.
It literally all went to Dubai. Most of it went to Dubai. It went over there. Why? Because they're very pro crypto. So they took all of the business. They took everybody now, and Singapore as well, and Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has always been very big on technology, and they're kind of the forefront of a lot of things. People say America is, but really? But everybody left, and now they're going to be able to come back once this gets done. So it's very crucial that we get it done.
That approach failed. If It failed investors who deserve transparency and protection. It failed entrepreneurs trying to build the next generation of American companies. And it failed our country at a time when global competitors are racing to lead in financial innovation. Congress is now doing its job as well, working in partnership with the SEC. The Senate version of the Clarity Act is about establishing clear rules of the road for digital assets. It defines responsibilities for regulators, protects investors, and gives businesses the certainty they need to innovate in the United States while keeping consumer protection paramount. Make no mistake, digital asset innovation will happen here at home in places like Greenville, South Carolina.
And this is the thing, when they're talking about digital asset innovation, we've also got AI. And we're going to talk a little bit about AI. I'm going to start doing a lot more content for you guys about that because it's going to really, really disrupt crypto. And that's how I think we're going to get the next run in conjunction with DeFi and privacy. But we do need clear rules and guidelines because if AI is going to take over, which we're starting to see that pick up, and there's going to be microtransactions and these AI agents are going to be able to do jobs, do tasks, do these different types of things, they need to get paid. You need to get compensated because, again, it costs money to host AI agents. So you're going to need to get paid. And crypto is the perfect solution for that, which is why crypto.com bought AI.com. And also, too, they've got OG Markets. They're a partner of ours, so make sure to check them out. But AI is going to continue to disrupt, and AI will not be able to really thrive in the U.S. or I don't want to say thrive in the U.S. AI will not be able to accept payments and fully integrate into crypto without any type of regulation. So this is all crucial. And again, I know a lot of people are like AI, it's coming. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it's not going to come. It's not going to take a lot of jobs. It's not going to do things. So that's why we're going to continue to focus on it. And again, the way your AI agent is going to get paid is in crypto because it works perfectly. They're both code, both of it. And it's all databases. That's all that it is when you look at it. So we love this. This is all positive, great news. Now, another thing came up over here. So this is just Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried kind of talking, and we're going to cover a couple of his posts because this does segue into regulation. Then we're going to cover XRP, Ripple, because there's a lot of stuff. So Ripple was a good actor. They got in trouble. SBF was a bad actor that didn't get in trouble until he got in trouble, until everything blew up, until he actually hurt people. I digress. But anyways, he's basically saying under Biden, companies are forced offshore, insane regulation by Dems require licenses, refuse to give them out. They literally couldn't operate in America. Then under the Trump, that changed. But the reason why he's saying all this stuff is because he wants to get pardoned. He wants to get pardoned. And the crazy thing about it is that he was with Maxine Waters, Schumer, and a couple other public servants. Okay. And they came out with the crypto, like his own type of crypto bill. So for him, literally, and plus he was one of Biden's biggest donors. And for him saying things were so terrible under Biden, but he had direct access alongside his parents to all of this is kind of crazy. So, Mr. Buddy boy. And then this goes back into Sam Bankman-Fried. But here's a full roster of the CFTC in innovation advisory community. And most of these people on here are crypto people, all right, which I absolutely love. Majority of them are. And again, Sam Bankman-Fried, he made a post, which I'll just show you. I'll show you that really quick because it's honestly ridiculous. He wrote his name over here, FTX 2.0, that he should be advising. He's actually, like, I know he's trying to post, but he's absolutely out of his mind. But a lot of notable names here. We've got from Uniswap Labs, from Coinbase, from Polymarket, Crypto.com, Chainlink, Kraken, Blockchain.com, like Robinhood, Gemini, Solana Labs. We've got a lot of most of this is crypto people. Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple. They're all getting a seat at the table and they're all going to be communicating about things. So again, this is the CFTC Innovation Advisory Committee members. And the fact that most of these people are in crypto is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love to see it. Now, with that being said, let's move forward a little bit because there is a well, actually, no, this is the same thing over here. Trump assembles financial dream team in high stakes America First move. And this was the CFTC Innovation Advisory Committee, the thing that we just talked about. Sorry, guys. But anyways, the committee will help modernize regulations for crypto, decentralized finance, and prediction markets, and it aims to create clear rules for new financial innovations. And again, this would not have happened under the previous administration, and this is a move in the right step forward, but we still have a lot of work to do. We need to get the bill done, and then hopefully they continue to advocate in a positive manner for retail, because that's really the big problem. But now, since we're talking about President Trump, let's go ahead and talk about the negative things that he and his family are doing. True Social filed a registration statement for 2 digital ETFs, the True Social Kronos Yield Maximizer ETF and the True Social Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. Do they need to have these? No. Is this a bad look? Yes. Can we just get the damn regulation done first, and then can they launch and grift and do what they got to do? Yeah, that's totally fine. It really, really is. But you know what? His family should do a better job of orchestrating this. And I can understand why the Dems are pissed. And I can also understand that, and again, the Dems are pretty petty. So I see that they're pissed off that Trump's family is making all this money on crypto and whatnot. And they're also working with making regulations about it. So if I was Trump's family, I would have said, you know what? I'm going to have this portion of my family do the crypto stuff, and this portion of my family advise me and do whatever. So I understand why they're pissed off. But at the same time, if they're going to be pissed off about this, they do need to be pissed off about all the shady stuff that happens on all sides of the political spectrum with the insider trading and with the stocks and all kinds of stuff. So not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. And let's keep going. Now, Binance completes integration of Ripple's USD RLUSD on the XRPL, the XRP network. And I absolutely love it. And again, we talked kind of a lot about how XRPL and Ripple's ecosystem really hasn't done a lot with transactions and volume and different types of things, but it's one of the second most popular cryptos in the world. And we talked yesterday, Brad Garlinghouse came out and says, we're not going to be focusing on acquisition right now. We're going to be focusing on integration. And this is exactly what he means. So RLUSD deposits are now live on Binance, and withdrawals will be enabled once liquidity is sufficient. 0 trading fees on selected pairs, including RLUSD and USDT, RLUSD and XRP. It's also supported in Binance's Simple Earn for yield generation, and RLUSD market cap recently surpassed $1.52 billion. Now remember, Ripple is smart, very, very, very smart. So what they did is they put RLUSD on Ethereum and XRPL. The reason why they put it on XRPL, because that's their baby, it's part of their ecosystem, and that also helps XRP. But they also put it on Ethereum, and the reason why they did that is because it's going to be a lot easier for integration to help get them off, get off their feet. Notice they didn't pick Solana. They picked Ethereum for a reason. So good stuff. And again, depending on what the outcome is of the crypto bill, then we'll see if Ripple will focus on institutions still, or if they will focus on retail. Because right now, Ripple and institutions, retail has nothing to do with it. The only real thing that retail has access to is XRPL. They can do whatever they want, and XRP. That's how y'all are going to make money. Potentially, not financial advice. Now, more Ripple news, more exciting stuff. This one's a good one. Ripple's RLUSD on Ethereum hits 1.2 billion supply milestone. And this is wonderful. This just means that they're continuing to integrate, to create partnerships, and people are actually using the darn stablecoin. And don't you guys want to be able to earn yield on your RLUSD? I know that would be a massive thing for the XRP community. I know it would. So we got to get that yield on stablecoin approved in the crypto bill. So the RLUSD supply in Ethereum surpassed 1.2 billion, which was a 20% increase from November of 2025, only a couple months. Ethereum holds 77.13% of the supply, and XRPL holds 22.87% of the supply. So again, it was a great move by Ripple to put RLUSD, the stablecoin, on Ethereum and XRPL. Now, BitMine is the largest Ethereum holder, which is good. And the only reason why it's good is because I want my bags to pump. That's why. I don't think Ethereum is a store of value. I think it's great for building on top of, but I just want my bags to pump. So I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be clear. I'm going to be whatever. Okay. I like Ethereum. I think it's great. They kind of, frustrated me the last couple years, but I want my $10,000 Ethereum. So you know what? If we got somebody with a lot of money that's backing it and buying it and doing whatever they got to do with it, and also kind of in partnership with Mr. Beast Industries, then you know what? Yes, I absolutely love it. And I'm grifting ethically and legally within the constraints of the law because I'm disclosing I hold Ethereum and I want it to go up. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the current state of the crypto market. We're pumping. Everything is up. Things are looking absolutely glorious. Oh, also too, quick shout out to HBAR. I believe that FedEx is a council member for them now, which is awesome. joined the council. So shout out to them for that. And as far as price goes, let's see. Did price move based on this bullish news? Did price move? Let's see. It did a little bit, not great, but we're back above 9 cents. Now, anyways, taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still doing its thing. We are back above the EMA 200. And you know what? I hope we don't close below the EMA 200. I hope we don't trade below there, but we'll see what happens because then things will get pretty nasty. But on the weekly, we're doing okay. I'm taking a look at the daily. We had a really nice rebound at 65,000 as we dropped below support, and we're back up again. Ethereum is also trading at $2,000, but we need to really get back above 2,200. XRP at $1.41 over here. So it looks like a nice bottom support is 134. So let's hope that we continue to rise up. But overall, the market is still like slumping a little bit, not super, super great, but it could be worse. It could be worse. Also, too, shout out to VeChain. VeChain is up today. We're moving nicely up. And if you guys do want to use my my ref link and stake your VeChain or use the validator, then we've got that there. We just made a pretty nice donation to the self-care lab. So we've got that going for us. So shout out to VeChain. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the markets. Also, the Dow. Do I have that here? Let's see. The Dow did drop below. Let's see. Did I pull the right one up? No, that's not the right one. Let's see over here. Hold on if I could find it. Sometimes I can't. Is this the right one? I don't think so. I always have such a hard time finding the tickers. The Dow, I don't know. I can't find it. Anyways, I'll pull it up later. We'll look at SPX. We're slumping a little bit over here, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. It's all a massive Ponzi scheme anyways. But as far as Bitcoin goes, US spot Bitcoin ETFs bled 410 million, which wasn't great. But again, you know, the institutions, things will be just fine with the institutions and with Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. Now, this comes from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin open interest hits lows not seen since 2024. Is TradFi abandoning Bitcoin? And this kind of goes along with the story over here that US Bitcoin spot ETFs, bled. TradFi is not abandoning Bitcoin. What's happening is they're rotating profits and they're rebalancing, they're moving money around. That's all that they're doing. They're just kind of chilling. But basically, open interest is outstanding futures contracts. The lower amount indicates fewer active open positions. Cointelegraph says this reduces institutional trading activity. And that's all that this is. This is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the market's kind of cooling off a little bit. So that's what's happening. It's not that bad. I mean, TradFi is not abandoning Bitcoin in any way, shape, or form. They're not. It's not at all. Now, let's go ahead and listen to Charles H. over here. First off, shout out to him for speaking. Second off, shout out to him for wearing a McDonald's uniform. I'd like to see him wear a Taco Bell uniform, but he's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say about crypto needing a new narrative. Let me see if I agree with him.
So the industry's not healthy. Shit is getting real, We got no liquidity. A lot of people are sad. Twitter is just a nuclear dumpster fire, sentiments at an all-time low. And that's okay, because the thing is that despite the fact that the micro looks bad, the macro is just saying we need to have a new paradigm, a new vision, new narrative.
He's 100% right. He's 100% right. Sentiment is down. People are upset. Everybody is mad. And then X is messing with crypto again. So please, I'm so glad you guys found me here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all the places, but I digress. But basically he's like, we need a new narrative, and he's 100% right. And the way Charles will lead with the new narrative will be with midnight privacy sidechain. Also, they're doing some stuff with stablecoins and just in general, AI. That's going to be the new narrative for crypto. Everything's going to be on an AI agent, and it's going to take some time for us to kind of adapt to it. But that's why I'm here, because we're going to be focusing on that together. We're going to learn together. We will. More stuff. Shout out to Mr. Gamer. Is it weird that I get a bouquet of beautiful flowers to give it to my daughter for Valentine's Day? No, that's what a good dad is supposed to do. Hello. My baby daddy does it with our daughter. You're supposed to. That's what good dads do. Good dads will, and I don't remember if my dad ever got me flowers. I don't remember. because he died when I was 10. I'm almost done. Give me a minute. We have to make pancakes. No, but you're supposed to. That's what dads are supposed to do. You're supposed to spoil your little girls, grandparents, uncles. You're supposed to do that. That's what a good dad is. So thank you for being a good man. Shout out to Matt at XRP. Shout out to Mick Bollinger. We love him. I love the name. To Mr. John Germain, coming in late today. What else? Who else? We got Bubba. Let's see. Deborah. Shout out to Deborah. Music. Jay. All right, let's get back into it. We got pancakes to make. Yeah, I like Charles though. What's this story? Coinbase reports. Oh, this was a big drama yesterday. Coinbase is just so bland with their marketing and everything, but it's safe, and we just love them for that. It's just good to embrace that they just put out bland marketing. We love that. But they did report Q4 miss with a $667 million loss amid Bitcoin retreat. Who cares? They disclosed $1.78 billion in fourth quarter revenue on Thursday, indicating its business suffered alongside Bitcoin's retreat. Yeah, who cares? Who cares that everything's down? We know that it's down. We know the market's all down. Their shares, everything's going to be down. Not that this was not shocking. This isn't a bad thing. Number can't go up forever. And they did report $1.78 billion in quarter revenue, which is down 22%, but it's a darn bear market. Or bearish part of the market. So who cares? Everybody's down. It's really hard to get exchange signups right now. It's hard to get anything happening in crypto because nobody cares about it. So of course their revenue is down. Of course they've reported a net loss. Who cares? The loss was primarily due to a $718 million decrease in investment portfolio value. Coin is down 55%. Stablecoin revenue up 364% from 226 million. Who cares? Yes, baby. You're welcome. But you're going to eat eggs. Okay. I'm almost done. This over here. So Coinbase might be down with their revenue, but they increased their Bitcoin holdings by $39 million, driven by weekly purchases from our crypto investment portfolio. And this right here is why I tell you to just zoom out, and sometimes dollar cost averaging is better. And you know what? Coinbase's revenue might be down now, and they might not be making money. The stock, everything's down. But guess what? When we get bullish again, they're going to probably double or triple everything. All of these numbers we just discussed because of those Bitcoin holdings, because they're going to be making money. And Bitcoin will go to $1 million one day. It will. Indiana Senate Committee advanced Bill HB 1042, allowing pension funds to invest in crypto. We love it. You should be able to use your capital to invest in Bitcoin and crypto if you decide. Anthropic raises $30 billion in Series G funding at $380 billion post-money valuation. What is this? What are they? They're AI. They're AI. And the funny thing about this, again, SBF commented, but SBF's 8% ownership of Anthropic would have been worth FTX's peak valuation. And the reason why we're bringing this up, number one, AI is not going anywhere. Number two, SBF says that he was forced to, that the lawyers kind of took over, which sounds weird. And he also said, and like, but you know what? They were invested in Anthropic. They were. So it was kind of very interesting how all of this ended up playing out. And the people that ended up getting screwed at the end of the day, not SBF because he was naughty. He went bye-bye, but but people. And that's because of how terrible banking laws are. But, you know, and he wants to blame it on everybody else but himself. But this is just a sad, ridiculous thing. Anyways, I want to talk about inflation really quick. And then, since we're talking about AI, Lobster Cash is an open payment standard for OpenClaw agents. There's no secure way for open agents to pay for things until now. It's powered by Crossbit, Visa, Intelligent Commerce, Solana, Circle, and whatever this is. The reason why I'm bringing this up really quickly again is because AI is coming, and you're going to need, you are going to need, you can need microtransactions. So that's exactly this. But I have a video that I'm going to drop for you guys probably tomorrow, breaking this down more in depth. But we're going to be doing a lot of AI content. I need you guys to watch it because I can't let my number slip posting things, but I'm going to be posting it. I don't care. Whatever. Anyways, let's talk about inflation. January inflation. CPI rose 2.4% in January, down from 2.7% in December. Government shutdown made inflation appear lower than it really was. Tariffs, immigration policy, and supply issues kept some prices elevated. Inflation is still above the 2% target, and the Fed likely to hold rates until June. Nothing really there. Moral of the story. SBF is dumb. Ripple is continuing to build things out like crazy. Integration is going to be coming. We're probably going to have weekly updates about them. Crypto bill is pending. We do have Democratic support from the Senate, which is fantastic. And I'm so happy to see that. It makes me really, really, really happy. And overall, we're just kind of waiting for the market structure to get done. And in the meantime, I want you guys to pay attention to AI and see how that works. And again, part of your self-educating yourself 10 minutes a day could be watching my AI stuff and crypto stuff. But anyways, we got pancakes to make. And then we got to go get our little buddy. We got to go pick him up. Got to go pick him up and go get some cheeseburgers and some shakes because Auntie, we do those because Auntie does these things. And I'm going to sneak him chocolate and don't tell my sister. Anyways, I'm sending you guys love and light. I will be back at 2 p.m. PT. I got a video dropping for you. In addition to that, I got the news wrap up at 6 p.m. PT, just in case you just can't stand me and you need to just watch only 2 minutes of everything because I bring the most concise news. And in addition to that, I'll be live streaming tomorrow on Valentine's Day. And I hope you guys have, this is the thing with Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is supposed to be, even though it's a cheesy American holiday, it's just a nice, like, you don't have to buy somebody something. You can just do something nice. Like, you can just compliment someone, say you look nice today, or call someone, tell them you love them, or tell them you're proud of them. Just any of that stuff. I know it's a cheesy American holiday. You can even write a handwritten letter. One of my favorite gifts ever is I appreciate handwritten letters, like love letters. Those are my favorites. I also do like the marshmallow chocolates from Beverly Hills. There's a special place that makes them. But overall, like, I would be very happy just with a handwritten note. But anyways, I'm going to go. Sending y'all love and light. Bye, babies.